All right, says we're live. Check, check, check. Check, check, check. I always got to check and make sure that people can hear me. All right. We are checked. And had to take a few days off. Had some stuff I had to handle. Okay. Plus, I was feeling kind of shaky for the past, I think over the weekend. So I wanted to kind of get my body back together. But we are back. Uh, Little Rock, appreciate you. What's going on? Mr. Shug, what's going on? Yeah, well, it is what it is, man, Mr. Shug. Craig, yeah, I scream, you scream. They all scream for ice cream, right? Hit my live button. Mr. Donnie Mac, Farrell, what's up? Jay Shabazz, what's up? Cool Gamer, what's up? The Virus, what's going on? Smitty, what's going on? The Black Toxic Masculine. I gotta borrow that, man. That sounds like a book, or actually sounds like a channel, man. It's a good title. Might have to use that in something. Jay Shabazz, what's going on? Prince, what's going on? Dave Tower, what's going on? Eddie, what up, man? What do you drive, Eddie? What do you drive? Brandon, what's up? Joe's, what's happening? Afro National, what's going on? Gemini, what's going on? Juice, Gundam, what's going on? Black in the Middle, what's up? Shannon Green, what's up? Sheed, what's up? R Rizzle, R Jizzle, excuse me, what's up? Trauma Supreme, what's up? All right, I think we got greeted everybody that's in here. Got 73 in. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all just got here. Y'all know the deal. You know, I don't push for super chats. I don't push for next month. The super chat button will go on. Okay, for all you folks wondering, next month super chat button will go on. I'm gonna guess you put it in. Okay. In the meantime, okay. I don't proselytize. I don't go pitching myself all over YouTube. I don't beg for money. I don't do nothing like that. I'm a Gnostic. So um, Gnostics are by nature humble. Okay. Gnostics or not on a vow of poverty because we got to eat. We're not stupid. But the thing is that uh, we are entreated to give. Now, if we're going to charge for a class, we're going to charge for a class. Okay, for special knowledge. But what I'm saying is that um, for the most part, I can pretty much tell you, man. You talk to insiders that actually know this kind of stuff, man. I mean, real insiders. I'm talking about not the ones that play insiders here on YouTube. I'm talking about real insiders. Okay, you're not gonna hear this shit. Okay, you're not gonna hear this stuff on YouTube. And a lot of people have told me that I probably shouldn't be saying half of this shit on YouTube as it is. Okay, because and I've been told by people on the inside, you're too good at this. Trust and believe, you're too good at this. I've had shit stolen. Okay, I don't have to tell you because I got 8 9 year track record. 8 9 year track record. I don't even have to tell you. Okay, you already know. If you're here, you know. You know, I don't brag about what I think. I don't brag about what I've done. I don't have to. And used to say this in a previous engagement when I used to do this online because I've been on doing this online since 2003. Okay, I said if within 18 months that the headlines don't prove what I'm saying correct, then I'm wrong. I'll admit that I'm wrong because they didn't show up. Normally, when I tell you stuff, this shit's already in motion. It's not like it's waiting to happen. By the time I tell you the shit's already in motion, it just hasn't showed up yet. All I'm saying is it's like somebody down the street. I can hear the car coming. I hear the car coming. I'm just hearing the car, I hear the bus coming. You can't see it, but I can hear it. I'm telling you, bus is going to show up within 5 minutes because I can hear it. and that's all I'm doing. The stuff is already in motion by the time I tell you. All I'm doing is showing up, just like with people asking me about affirmative action. I had already knew what was getting ready to happen because I know how these people work, and I saw the movements. I told you by the time it's going to show up. Like a year before it went to court and we got the result, I already told you what the result was because I heard it. I heard the bus coming. So, like I said, but next month the super chat button will go on. Okay. But who else? And I haven't greeted. I'll greet a couple more people and then we're going to get started because Dr. Gigi's got evidently Dr. Gigi's got a real good one today because I think he's taking a challenge and I think he's taking AMA. I think he's talking to May, uh, May the Alchemist, or we call her May the Troll. So if you like the purple pill interaction between male and female, then you want to see a PhD debate a regular female, the same female that I pretty much trounced, then you can tune into that. So I'm gonna make room for that. Okay, gravity. Oh, gravity. Okay, yeah. Did you say what you drove, Eddie? I didn't. Maybe I didn't see it. Blade Runner, Nango, article, attack. Yahoo. It doesn't matter about. At this point, it doesn't matter. We'll get into the articles and stuff like that. But I am going to get into it. Oh, you drive a 19. Okay. You are old school. You are old school. You are old school. My bad. My bad. One car I would love to have that my brother has that I love is the uh, Nissan convertible. Okay, he got the Z convertible. I love that little car. Okay, my brother bought it. I didn't buy it because I already had a convertible, but my brother bought it, and I love that little car. I was so happy when he bought it because I said we have the similar kind of taste. And when he saw it, because he liked my convertible, right? And he wanted one, and he found a Z. Okay, a Z convertible, beautiful little car. If I was going to buy a convertible, I'd buy that one. In fact, I'd probably buy his, even though I know he's not going to sell it. I would actually buy his. No, it'd be the 300Z convertible. He got the 350. Is it 350? 350Z. 350Z convertible. I got, the Conroll I got was actually a pretty good car because I needed 4 seats. Was the Sebring. Bought the Sebring convertible because I had kids and I had at the time I had kids, man. When I bought it, I said, okay, I gotta have 4 seats because I got kids. I could not have. I wanted a 2-seater. I wanted that Z, but the thing is, it was only had 2 seats, and I got 3 kids. Well, they're big now, but you know, back then they were still teenagers, and I got 3 kids, got to have 4 seats, so I had a convertible. Then that was the level up from that, man, was either the BMW or it was not the Camry, it was I forget what it was, a Toyota, but that was like maybe 10, $15,000 more. And I found a nice little budget, nice little Sebring convertible. Okay, beautiful car. And once you take the top down, you really can't tell them apart, man. They couldn't tell what kind of car it was. I had many white women come up to me and ask me what kind of car it was, man. And driving that, if you're in California and you're up Highway 1 driving on the coast with your top down, lovely. Anyhow, man, enough chit chat. Let us get into. We're almost 10 minutes in. Let's get into it because we don't want to take too long. So let's get into uh, this. Okay, why I stand with Ice Cube, and I'm gonna bring in somebody that is very much more knowledgeable than me. Okay, that's an expert in the field, and in this kind of stuff. So our own esteemed Dr. Ronald B. Neal. Okay. You've probably seen this before if you guys are up on the manosphere. You've probably seen this before. And he called this back in 2020, right? Right before the election. Okay, right before the Trump election. Okay. I mean not Trump election, before Biden got elected, right? The 2020 election, right? He called this. And listen to what he says, okay? Check, check, check. You guys can hear it. Can y'all hear this? I'll make sure that y'all can hear this. Okay. I hear one. Can y'all hear this? Okay. All right. Let's go forward.
Brothers, I want to talk to you about Ice Cube. By now, you already know what's going on in the media, all across the internet, all across the news stations, CNN, MSNBC, the newspapers, USA Today, the news magazines, Time Magazine, Newsweek, you name it. You know that Ice Cube has inspired the vitriol, the venom, the ire, the hatred of a good number of people, significant people, people with influence. Due to the fact that he sat down with people from the Trump administration to discuss Donald Trump's Platinum Plus plan in conjunction with Ice Cube's creation, the contract with Black America. And as a consequence of Ice Cube sitting down with the Trump administration, white liberals, white leftists, and black feminists have come for his head. How dare you? How dare you, black man? How dare you, Ice Cube? Step outside of your lane. Step outside of entertainment. Step outside of your subservient role to the American empire. Step outside of your imagined subservient role within Black America.
Exactly. Exactly. Okay. This video is only about 6 minutes, so we're gonna play the whole thing because he says it a lot better than I probably can. I probably will expound on it afterwards, but I'm gonna let the good doctor roll because he called it. He called it. He called the Ice Cube effect way before the Ice Cube effect was actually a thing.
How dare you, Ice Cube, demonstrate that you are an autonomous black man? How dare you, Ice Cube, demonstrate that you can think for yourself? How dare you, Ice Cube, step into a leadership vacuum that was created by the black elite? How dare you? And Ice Cube, in the face of an avalanche, a tsunami of criticism, has stood firm. He has stood on principle. He has not folded. He has not surrendered. He has not recanted. He is not apologetic for having met with people from the Trump administration to talk about black empowerment in general, and black male empowerment in particular. And Ice Cube, by doing so, took the black man flag and planted it firmly on 21st century American soil.
Now he called this. Now this is right after the cocktail with Queens, right? When Ice Cube was actually on there. He called this the next day. I remind him of this, okay? You called this the next day. You were the first. That's why I want to highlight this, okay? I want to highlight this. One, I want to highlight this because I want to make a point. Two, I want to give this man his flowers because we don't actually honor our people, our thinkers, our great thinkers enough. And Dr. Ronald B. Neal is one of those great thinkers. Unknown, but one of our great thinkers. And we shuck him off like he's just a teacher. No, he's not. He called this
BMI. And brothers, this is what we call in academia a pedagogical moment. This is a teaching moment to the world. This is a teaching moment to black men in particular that it is okay and it is necessary for black men to stand their ground, for black men to stand in their principles, for black men to affirm their interests, for black men to tell the world that no one owns black men. We need to declare emphatically to these leftists, to these liberals, and to these feminists that black men own themselves. We own our thoughts, we own our actions, we own our plans, whatever we do. If we want to do business with the Republicans, we can do that. If we want to do business with these Democrats, we can do that. If we want to meet with the Republican governor, the governor of Georgia, the governor of Mississippi, the governor of Louisiana, the governor of California, it doesn't matter. We have the wherewithal and the agency to do so. And we are doing this in the face of those entities which I've already named, who believe that black men are inferior, who believe that black men are subservient, who believe that black men are, in the words of Dr. T. Hassan Johnson, CompuSerfs. That our demeanor is supposed to be withdrawn and demure, that we are supposed to operate solely as servants, as slaves. But brother, Ice Cube is showing us in a very profound way that we are not slaves, that nobody owns us. Nobody tells us how to think. No one tells us how to behave. No one tells us what kind of politics that we ought to pursue. And because of that, brothers, we need to stand with Ice Cube. We need to stand with Ice Cube and any other black man who dares to go against the majority, who dares to go against the majority consensus about what is regarded as necessary and appropriate for black Americans. Those people who think that they own black people. These people in this Democratic Party who think that black people are children, that black people have to be shepherded, that black people cannot think for themselves. And even beyond that, any other entity that thinks that black people do not have any type of agency, that black men have no agency whatsoever. And we must continue, brothers, to defy anyone, any person, male, female, white, black, Latino, LGBTQ, it does not matter who they are. Anyone who dares to question our ability to advance our interest. Anyone who dares to question our commitments to black empowerment in general and to the empowerment of black men in particular. Let's stand with Brother Ice Cube in this moment, and every other black man. I affirm what Ice Cube has done, and I affirm the principles of black male independence. And anybody who is an enemy of Ice Cube is an enemy of me and is an enemy of black men. BMI, black male independence.
Drop the mic and walk off, brother. Drop the mic and walk off. Drop the mic and walk off. That is what they call a walk-off home run. That is a walk-off home run. Okay? I couldn't say it any better. Now, I'm going to say this as a caveat, okay? As a caveat. My opinions and my sentiments are not a reflection of Dr. Neal and his employer, you know, on his university. So whatever I say is completely independent of what Dr. Neal says, thinks, or his work, okay? In this instance, we agree. And I'm using his as an example of a teaching moment. I'm not saying he's part of the Black Manosphere. I'm not saying that he's associated with me. I just want to make that clear. Anybody listening, okay, trying to link us together? No, he's his own man. I'm my own man. Okay, I'm just using him as an example because he called this stuff 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago. He called it almost to the day. The Ice Cube effect showed up 2 years later. Okay, with Stacey Abrams. And then a sister here in Los Angeles running for mayor. Actually, one mayor. All over LA Times. You couldn't get rid of the Ice Cube effect. You had Tiffany Cross on CNN, right? Talking about us, Kevin Samuels loving Tariq Nasheed quoting black men, okay? Talking about the black manosphere in general and beyond that refused to get behind Stacey Abrams because Stacey Abrams had a black male problem. It's an Ice Cube effect. They called it the Ice Cube effect. It wasn't. And the thing is this thing about Tucker. Hear about Tucker? See if I can pull him up real quick. So I can pull him up real quick. The thing about Tucker is that they're going in on about Tucker. The thing is they're missing the point. They're missing the point. They're missing the point about Tucker Carlson and Ice Cube. It's not about that. People saying, why are you guys behind him? Why are you guys behind Ice Cube? What is it? Are you guys Republicans? Hell no, I'm not a Republican. Okay, I'm not a Democrat either. I'm an independent, like him, an independent thinker. I am a political agnostic. I don't care. I deal with policy only. That's where I was taught. My mentor, Craig Hewlett, taught us not to be a wingnut, left or right. Policy only. Doesn't matter. I care not who sits on the throne. Okay? Care not who sits on the throne. My policy, my interests matter more to me than who sits on the throne. I had to learn that the hard way. I had to learn that in 92 with Bill Clinton. Care not who sits on the throne. What I care about is interest. What I care about is interest. I don't care who he sits down with. Present. This is him. This is him sitting down in Ice Cube's house. Okay. Tucker Carlson came to visit him. Why? Because he could get an ear. People got mad. Now, we know Ice Cube's not a politician, right? He's not politically savvy like that. Business wise, he's good. Entertainment wise, he's good. But this is not his arena. But guess what? He knows how to get people's ears. He knows how to get attention. Okay. And why black men stood behind him. He knows that he heard about the Ice Cube effect. He know what kind of effect it had in Los Angeles. He knows he saw his name in print in LA Times with this in the political arena. Like what did Doc say? BMI, black male independence. That's what it's about. Who cares who sits on the throne? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter who sits on the goddamn throne. At the end of the day, it don't matter. Does it? So why do I stand with Ice Cube? Because he's an LA brother just like me? Because he's a South Central brother like me? It's because he's almost in the same cohort as me because I remember him in NWA, man, rolling around Compton, rolling around the city. I heard about them. Okay. In fact, my girlfriend has one of his wedding pictures on her wall because she wanted to marry his ass. You know, so that's how LA we are. But he's always been a radical thinker. Even with NWA, he's a radical thinker. And it doesn't even matter whether I like Ice Cube or not. He's a decent guy from what all I hear. Never really met the dude. Okay, but thing is, he's a decent guy from what I hear. Everybody that I've heard that was around him, he's a decent guy. But the thing is that it doesn't matter. Just like Nick Fuentes didn't matter. Just like Pearl didn't matter. What matters is interest. People think that I get behind moral shit. Okay, sometimes I do. But the thing is, I am a pragmatic. Okay, I'm a pragmatic. I'm a realist, as they would call this philosophy would call it, a pragmatic realist. Okay, I'm a realist. I'm a realist philosopher. We believe in what? Actual on the ground pragmatic thing. What is really happening in the world? Not what we think, not an idea, what the real cause and effects actually are. That's who I am. That's why I stand with Ice Cube. Anything that will advance the needs and advance the political aspirations of black men to get some kind of policy done to where we can actually get a freaking fair shake in this world, in this country, on this planet, in our neighborhoods, hell, even our freaking bedrooms. I'm tired of black men being freaking CompuServes, okay? Brothers, turn that freaking chip off. We're gonna have to turn the chip off. People are upset because I did a video yesterday showing that woman talked about let let the table go. They were hurt. That brothers here were actually hurt. They actually hear it coming out of black woman's mouth. Articulate black woman at that. Conscious black woman. She was not just some chick, okay? Educated, conscious. You could tell by the nose rings and the color of her hair and the shit stuff that she does. She's a nationalist. She said it because people that sent it to me were actually nationalists. They were hurt. They were hurt to hear it come out of one of their mouths, right? Because you hear Umar, it's like you heard Umar talk about we need to go back to the community. You heard the exact opposite from a nationalist female said, let the table go. Let the boat sink, right? That's why I told the brothers, let this shit rot. Okay. You sat down at the table, you pushed the contract across, you try to work out a deal. She said, hell no, I can't work with this. And she said, the negotiations is over. Okay, that's all we need to hear. SYSBM, brother. Ain't nobody coming to save you. They just let you know. They're gonna cut you loose, they cut you adrift. They cut you adrift already politically. So that's why I stand with Ice Cube. Why you think Tucker's here? Tucker's not just here just because Tucker's here. Tucker's here because they're trying to court the black vote, the black male vote at that. They see an opportunity. They see a way to woo us. But thing is, guess what? Can't come empty-handed. When the Republicans come at me, can't come freaking empty-handed. Ain't no empty hands, okay? Ain't no empty hands. Just like the Democrats can't come with empty hands because it's easier to actually go suck up to them because at least they're offering black pussy, okay? You are not. Got to come with something. Got to come with policies. Got to come with something that works for us. Get this child support off of us. Get this alimony off of us. Get us 50-50 custody. Stop trying to send us to jail. Get us out of prison. Stop trying to bring these immigrants over us and actually working, cutting us out of work. Give us an opportunity to work just like you do. We need something. We don't need no empty promises. We don't need no platitudes. We don't need, because I'm a conservative, I believe in family values. Fuck family values. We need something on paper because family values mean nothing if policy is not in hand. Because she can take your family values with her kids and your money and walk right out the door, and a doggone thing can do about it. Dr. Johnson just played a video where this chick uh, set her man up, filed for divorce unbeknownst to him, and set up a fake domestic assault charge. Cops walk up to him. He had no clue. He had to pull him out of his house. He had no clue what the hell was going on. He had to leave. He got evicted from his own house by his woman. I used to tell Concrete Rose and Sister George, these are the women that you want us to marry. Really, really. These are the women that you want us to negotiate. Really, these are the women that we should trust our political uh, lies and our policy to them. Really, when they will use every trick, fair or unfair, to trip you up. I have seen no improvement over the past 50, 60 years when they put these black women in charge. These white feminists put these black women in charge. I've seen no improvement in black men's lives. Okay. The only thing that we got is what we fought for in 1960s. Okay. All that we still riding off the same affirmative action and little gains of affirmative action that we fought for in 1968 that we burned 30 cities down for. That's what we got. We earned that. They fought for that. We died for it. We went to jail for it. And you let the white woman come in and steal most of it and then give you a slice. And then you got to sprinkle us with crumbs and say we should be happy with it. I say no. I stand with Ice Cube. BMI, Black Male Independency. BMA, Black Male Agency, as Dr. Neal says. BME, Black Male Empowerment. And as always, SYSBM till we die. Because guess what? I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're married. I don't care if you're happy. I don't care what state as a black man you are. Okay. Doesn't matter. I don't care if you're in a white neighborhood, you got good white friends. At the end of the day, SYSBM. Ain't nobody coming to save you, even including your own women. And they have told you that. Ain't nobody coming to save you, including your own women. They told you that. So now, like they said in Margin Call, now that we know that the music stopped and the game is up, what do we do? What do you have? Okay. How do you make money in this business? Be first, be smarter, or you cheat. I don't suggest you cheat, but a hell of a lot better to be first, right? If you can't be first, you better come up and be smarter. Thing is, what they don't like is because we're on top of things, we first. BMI, we struck first, right when they didn't expect it, right when black women thought they had all their ducks in a row, all their eggs in the basket, all lined up with us on the leash behind it underneath their skirts, like the little dog. You ever see Wizard of Oz with Dorothy? You're the little dog, okay? You're not the lion. You're not the scarecrow. You're not definitely not the Tin Man, okay? You're the little dog that hides on her skirts. That's who you are. Time for us to grow up. You're not Toto. We're Toto. We're not in Kansas anymore, right? This is Oz, okay? We're out of the blue pill world, right? Oz is the real world. Oz is it's the naked world, the world behind your eyes, right? Stop being Toto. I have a whole lot of brothers that want to go back behind black women's skirts and do what they say and negotiate. SYSBM, they've told you over and over again, they're not coming to save you. They prove it with your boys. Only less than 10% of your boys can actually read. They've proven that they are not with your empowerment. What are you gonna do? Yes, you're Toto. I wish I could say you're the cowardly lion, but he got courage. He's big enough, broad enough to actually do what? Fight back, right? The 10 minutes got to axe. Scarecrow, all he needs is a brain, some wisdom, okay? Most of us are not that, okay? We are total. We're sitting in the mistress's hand that has her little dog. That's why the white feminist witch hates us so much, and your little dog too. She hated who did the white woman in that the wicked witch hate most of all? She hated Toto worse than any other character. Any other character, she was most afraid of Toto. She hated Toto most, and your little dog too. She hated Toto. The white feminist that pulls Dorothy around, she hates Toto, especially, and you're Toto until you want to grow up. I want us to grow up to be that lion that actually has courage. We ain't there yet. At the very least, be the scarecrow that has a brain. We ain't there yet. Toto might have been defined, but he's still a little dog hiding behind Dorothy. And Toto was a black dog. He was. You wonder where that you wonder where these things come from, right? They do believe they are the community. They've said this. How many years do they said that? They've been saying they're the mule of the community for how many years? My mind left the black community when I was deployed overseas to the desert. When I came back, I was a completely different person. There's no going home again. You got out of the matrix. Hard to get plugged back in. Anyway, we got what time is it? Got 20 minutes. So I'm gonna let you guys up to speak. I'm gonna try to answer some of your questions. But I just want to show you that this is serious today, right? The last couple of days have been serious. All fun and games with game week, okay? Esoteric week, kind of out there, not non-committal, okay? This is serious, okay? It's a serious week. Ain't no time for games, man. AI is going off. Here on out, man. It, the going gets tough. Here on out, the going gets tough because they're stripping all those little guarantees, all your comforts away. They're taking Linus's blanket away from him. Okay, you can't sit there and suck your thumb and hug your blanket anymore. They're stripping all that away. And your black woman, the first one, actually gonna strip it away from him. What did she just say? Let the table break. I can't say it any more plainly than that. Let it break. She's telling you she's not willing to negotiate. She's telling you to your face. The only good thing is, guess what? The white men have noticed your independence. The whole good thing about the black male political agenda, white men are actually going to it and saying, okay, I can't work with that. I can't work with that. But here, and here, I can get on board with that. Here, and here, I can ride with that. Here, and here, I can work with these brothers with that. Passport bros, guess what happened? They thought it was going to be an all black thing. We're going to come at all these brothers about passport bros. Guess what the white boy did? You know what? Negro buddy, black buddy, that's a damn good idea. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy a ticket. I'm going to sit in the seat next to you. Let's go get out of here. Go have some fun. Leave these mongrels behind, because he's having the same problem that you are. He's in the same boat that you are. Now they're trying to go back to the same remedies that Moynihan and Clark talked about back in the mid 60s. But guess what? You know what? In a foxhole, guess what? The guy with the rifle next to you and shooting the enemy, okay, he's your friend today. He's your friend today. So they can hate on Ice Cube all they want. They can complain about Ice Cube and him being a sellout. I don't give a damn whether he's selling. He can sell out to high heaven. Okay. Don't talk about all them other chicks selling out. All them black chicks that sell out on the low, nationally, statewide, and locally, they sell out. They sell out on a regular basis. They all take money under the table. So Ice Cube, to get things done, nobody said anything about Soros spending $1 billion BLM going in to get shit done. They all got behind them because they're female. I want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Instant Media. What you
Hey, what's going on?
What you beaming in on?
Oh, Transport 7.
Transport 7. All right. Oh, you're moving up.
Yeah, on the low. On the low, really? They just out with it now. I was watching a TikTok with a black man the other day. We don't want black men to reach their full potential. I hate that shit.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, thanks for telling me.
Oh yeah, because the price goes up, doesn't it?
Yeah,
if you have standards, the price goes up.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, thanks for telling me. I'm gonna be talking to you. Bye.
Oh, they're supposed to get $100K guy for a chick that's 35 years old with 3 kids and 3 baby daddies, and
Oh
making
yeah, I
20
saw
grand a
that.
year. Yeah, I saw a 61-year-old woman wanted a 100K guy. Why? Because I've raised
Oh,
I've raised my standards. Yeah, you raise your price. Good luck on the lot.
61 years old. Okay,
Well,
I'm not.
100K.
I'm
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
your age bracket. I'll let you talk to her.
Yeah, nah, yeah. Good luck on the lot. Okay.
Good
You know how
luck,
many
Cupcake, as you would say.
you know how many 20-year-old if I'm making 100K, how many 20-year-old what you call junior college sugar babies I can have for a 61-year-old that's gonna that's
As many as you want to take care of.
that's post wall, probably don't have any sex, you know, except for maybe once a month, once, twice a month at best. Okay.
Hmm.
And with an attitude. No, hell no. You've been married by now. Said I was just talking to my boyfriend. They really gave Tori a horrible sentence, proud to be a simp. You know what? You know,
Well,
I would love, I don't think he did it. I think he got railroaded. But thing is, you live that life, okay? I'm sorry, man. You live that rap game is gangster life, okay? I told my son when he was
unfortunately,
young,
yeah.
son when he's young, right? I said, if you're not doing anything, you're innocent, man. I will try to avenge your death. I swear to God, I will avenge your death. But if you in that shit, you in the game, guess what? I'll cry. I'll make sure you get put away right. But I'm not gonna be hurt. Okay. Man, I came up in South Central, man. The game is the game. Tory
Mm.
Lanez, the game is the game. You want to play that? You want to play that? Play gangster in real life? You're gonna get gangster problems. If he ain't the first one to get set up over shit. I remember there's a brother trying to here in LA during the riots, man, trying to facilitate a gang piece. Man, he got 15 years for two $5 bills. Okay,
Mm.
two $5 bills. He got 15
You know,
years.
people. Question came up yesterday. How come black men don't want to take the crumbs of the Democrat Party? And I pointed out yesterday. No one talks about how them crumbs are molded crumbs that
It
make you
doesn't.
sick and can kill you.
If what I'm saying is, if y'all want to continue to take the crumbs off the, let's be blunt. If y'all want to take the crumbs off the white woman's table, okay,
Yeah, pretty much. It's the white
fine.
woman's table now.
If you want to continue in your role as Dr. Neal says, be subservient in this community, the part as a conquer surface gynocracy, I ain't got no
Uh-huh.
problem with it, man.
Yeah.
My problem, my thing, like Sulin said a long time ago, I'm not telling you what to think, okay? I'm telling you how to think. I'm teaching you how to think. You have to make up your own goddamn mind, just like the Oracle says, okay?
Yeah, she did. She told me your dad.
She don't kneel there. You have to make up your own damn mind, okay? You've already made the choice, okay? You're
Now you
here
need
to
to understand
understand.
why you made the choice.
You're here to understand your choice. That's all you're here for. I'm here to make your choice. People think I'm here to make your choice. People think that I had, that I talked about the table because I wanted to make a choice. I'm trying to get you to go back. I actually told you not to. I told you it's probably a waste of time.
Yeah, you
But
did.
I had so many guys. You've been with me out AB for years, man. You've heard it. All that pushback. I said, okay, I want the table to actually happen. Why? So you can hear from her mouth.
Yeah, because
What
you literally said that when they come to the table, what you gonna do?
what
You
you gonna
told us
do?
that for years.
Yeah. Okay, they're coming
They're at the
back.
table. Now what? Now what?
They're at the
And
table. Now what? Now what? They're at the
now they
table.
talking about let the table break. I'm like, okay, bye.
What you gonna say to them? What you gonna negotiate with? What do you want them to do? Y'all didn't even think. Well, they never coming back. They're here now. But guess what? They're showing their ass. What you gonna do now? You gonna take them? Now you believe me now? Do you believe me?
No, I'm gonna let
With
them fuck around and find out.
same with politics. They showed you their ass in politics. You believe me now? You believe Dr. Neal?
Hmm.
Everybody laughed at Dr. Neal when he talked to BMI, BMA, and BME. Okay. Oh, the Ice Cube effect ain't
Oh,
nothing. Ice Cube effect, it doesn't mean anything. That's why I played it. Give the man his flowers. He said it.
yes.
He said it 3 years ago. He said it. He
I
said
believe
he
it's 3
said it
years.
the
Good
next
lord.
day. He said it the next day after that, right? Guess what? Ice
Mm.
Cube is. Why do you think they're courting him? Because he said it. He's the thing behind the Ice Cube effect. Really, it's not him. It's how you guys reacted to it because they didn't think it would go anywhere. Guess what it did? Black men got behind it because they're tired. I'm tired.
We are. Yeah.
I'm tired. I am a flaming hotep. Let's not get it twisted. I'm a flaming hotep, okay? Conscious community, nationalist, Pan-Africans. I am a flaming hotep. One whole flaming hotep. Proud to be one. Guess what? I'm tired. A lot of brothers, just like me, tired the same way, but they won't open their mouths. They speak through me. And you guys come with that bullshit, okay? But now you hear from them. Guess what? Now what? Now what?
Yeah. Quick correction. Tiffany
Go ahead.
Cross worked for MSNBC, not CNN. I know. I know. I can't tell the
Okay.
difference
Oh,
either, but
MSC.
it's
I
still
can't
the
tell it.
same.
Yeah, but yeah, she did. But the thing is, she said it out loud. That's how come she got canned for it. You ain't supposed to say that out loud. You're supposed to gaslight them.
Yep, she said it flat out loud. And we like, I was like, okay, no, we ain't falling in line for nothing.
Well, the Notorious, Unc, you can. The link is there. Notorious Unc. Don't matter. Don't matter. Don't matter who he is. Y'all have to get out of this small-minded thinking, okay? That you need a leader. Get out of small-minded thinking. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
He's not important. What is important is the symbol that he actually produces of independence, okay? That showed them that black men are willing to stand up and think independently. It doesn't matter. Doesn't same thing with Republicans. They have to court us. They got to court us for
And
a change.
Quarles is kept. Some of them are trying to court some of their policies. You see all these Republicans trying to get rid of no fault divorce, paternity tests at pregnancy. They're trying
Yeah,
to court us.
they court us. Kevin, God bless him, my brother, my dearly departed brother, man, like a little brother to me. Okay, he's also just a tool. He's a symbol. I told you when it happened. I told you they made him a martyr when he died. When they went on him, I was glad. I was glad to hear it. They made him a martyr. You produced thousands of them.
Yeah, even people that didn't like Kevin were the mouth dropped to the floor when them chicks went after him after he died.
People thought that I care about Pearl. Okay, pearly things. Could care less about Pearl.
I tell people all the time, Pearl's in it for the money. She said it herself. What's the
She
big
said it's for
deal?
the money. What's the big deal? And she
At least
all
she's honest.
they're courting all these people. Why? Because they see the influence that the black manosphere has all over the world, not just here. Because what did I say? Okay. Be first, be smarter, or cheat, right? I
Yep.
made sure, guess what? We're first. Nobody heard this shit before outside of here. They thought it was nuts. Y'all thought it was nuts. Guess what? Y'all thought it was nuts when I came up with coffee girls. Why'd I do that? Because I saw the trend. I heard the bus coming. Hey, get ready, because the coffee girl bus is coming down the street.
Ooh, it's gonna get worse too.
It's gonna
Unfortunately,
get worse. It has to get worse. Be first, be smarter, or cheat. I make sure that we're first. We're first in line. We're leading the wave. I told Kevin that right before COVID really kicked in. It's coming, bro. And you're up. And I know exactly where they're gonna go. Make them pay. Two, as I said, one, ride it till the wheels fall off. The wheels are still on it, believe it or not. He still be riding if he was still alive. Okay,
yeah.
ride till the wheels fall off and make them broads pay because they shitted on us for fucking 30 years. For 40 years since civil rights, right? And now they need us. Now they got to come back. And where they gonna start? Do you think black women gonna start at the bottom? Hell no, they're gonna start at the top. High value men first. Make them pay. He
Yep.
did.
Sure did.
He made them pay. And brought white women right along with him too, because guess what the white men did after he clowned the white women on that show. Oh, okay. This is the magic key. Them brothers got something going on. Now, guess what? I said it back then. We lead the manosphere. We're the thought leaders of the manosphere right now. We're in
What was
front.
what was
Go
the
ahead.
name of that dude that tried to come after Kevin and the white dude shut him down? I can't think of I can't remember his name.
I don't
He was
know.
a manosphere guy. He was a white manosphere guy. I can't think of his name, but the white dudes went after him for going after Kevin.
I can't remember. I can't
Oh
remember.
well.
I can't remember. With Red Line Pass, if you understand, man, I told you guys, man, y'all don't even fucking listen to me. Passport Bros is a natural extension. Passport Bros, that the hashtag been around since 2018, since King Sink will put that stuff out. Why all of a sudden after COVID did it blow up? Instant Media can tell you it's called remote work.
Yep.
Remote work. Okay, you can do it from
Damn.
anywhere. It's a natural extension. 1+1 = 2. It's not rocket science. I break calculus down to basic math. But the thing is, your belief, your simp chip, your winter soldier chip will not let you see it. Passport Bros is an effect of remote work. That's like white guys, Asian guys, and Latino guys are actually all on the same boat.
Mm-hmm.
Same effect. You don't
It's
listen.
only gonna increase. Let it ride.
They're man, they're advertising it, man, for it now. Okay, let me read some questions. What made me mad was people understood that we had the power, but didn't understand how it came to be. People sleep on it on BGS. Yes, they do. I'm trying to explain it, but it doesn't matter for the
Let them
people that
sleep
do
on it.
listen. Trust and believe, man. If you guys sleep on it, trust what the white boys don't, because I hear my words in white boys' mouths all the time. I get it all the time. Hey, they're listening to you. That's like half the stuff that's out here, I don't even put out. You had to be on my Patreon to even hear it. So whether you admit it or not, I was there. B just predicted Kevin Samuels and Pearl. In fact, when he brought those two black women, correction, one was the Crimson Cure. Oh, we're gonna talk about it today. I'm not gonna tell you our personal conversation
Kendra.
with Kendra, Crimson Cure. The last thing I told her: stop fighting Kevin and get behind him. He set the table for you. Don't refuse to eat. Sit down at his table and ride the wave, baby, because you're female. If you do the right thing, they'll come to you too because they need to know.
And they come to her too.
And they come to her. She's 100K. Okay, if it wasn't for YouTube, I'd be right along with her. YouTube is not going to let me grow, but it's okay. You know. So, Lord willing, I don't know how many more years you guys got me. You guys better take this stuff while I'm giving it to you. Okay. One, I'm tired of being broke, and two, I'm tired of being old. Okay, at some point, I am going to pass on, and I'm trying to give you a wealth of me studying these people for 35 years. Okay, I have studied these people. I've been with the progressive. I've been on the KPFK line. I've been in the so-called right-wing movements. Right, I've studied them. Okay, I've been doing the stocks and the bonds and listening to what MSNBC or CM whatever what is
CNBC.
the business, or MSNBC business, that kind of stuff. Bloomberg, okay, but well before there was these cable channels, actually studying this stuff, right? Reading the Wall Street Journal since '94. Reading The Economist since '94, reading all these magazines, studying how these people work. And Craig Hewlett turned me on to how these people work. There's a lot of stuff that I've been working on since 2003 as far as the cotton is concerned, right? Studying this stuff. I'm giving you a wealth of my knowledge that I've seen come up, even going back to watching Art Bell since 1989 and seeing all this AI and all this stuff actually blossom over the past 30 years, 35 years.
Yeah,
Okay.
my father used to when he was living, he used to he used to pay for the Wall Street Journal. It would
Yes.
come
Yeah.
like every week.
Yeah. Now I should have it daily. Sit there and read it.
Come in a little orange package.
But Notorious Unc, if you want to debate, this ninja think is Black Jesus. Well, why don't you get out of here, man? Either hit
Okay.
either hit the link or get the fuck out of here with your dumb ass. I'm gonna call it your dumb ass. You're a fool, okay? You're a
Keyboard,
fool.
what they call them, keyboard warriors.
You're a fool, huh? Yeah, keyboard warrior. You're a fool.
So which PhD's coming up next? Just so I can prepare.
Actually, Gigi's coming up next. He's
GG,
gonna
okay.
do, yeah.
Which I'm sure will be good.
I'm gonna start calling people fools. Okay, Unc is a fool. Yeah, he'll be 3:15. In fact, in about 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, yeah,
If we hit the link.
that's about right.
I just want to get a lead. I was going to do this as a standalone
Mm-hmm.
because it's pre-recorded, but since we're up, got other stuff to do, so I decided to go ahead and paste that because one, I actually want to respond to a lot of people talk about um, Ice Cube, but
Mm-hmm.
with a certain element, okay.
You
You know, I'm
didn't
talking
go
about.
through the process. I'm like, and
It
you
doesn't
say you,
matter.
you speak as if the process has been working for black
It's
men.
called cause and
In
effect.
effect,
Okay, cause and effect. That's all we worried about. Cause and effect. The Unc needs to get his dumb ass up here.
yeah, the links in the chat.
Yeah, the link's in the chat, fool. With your uneducated ass. Okay, I can tell. I can tell. Do you actually read, Unc? I'm wondering. Do you read, or do you just use? Are you actually a YouTube scholar?
I asked Art about that the other day. Whatever happened?
I have it somewhere. I'll send it to you. Yeah, but are you a YouTube scholar? Nah, Unc, where you at, man? With your silly ass, man. Basically, uh, Geminis have two sides. They have a good side, that's my Cancer side, where I'm warm, inviting, more like a big father.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the lovable kind. Okay,
And then there's the
and
dark side.
then there's a dark side. You don't want to see the dark side. You don't want to see the dark side because I will insult you. I'm an intellectual snob. Okay, really, I am.
Yeah, that dark side's in my moon,
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
really am.
trying to keep the dark side from going off on some of my family members
Yeah,
right now.
yeah.
But
You a Gemini, AB?
no, I'm Aquarius, but
Oh yeah, you got a
Gemini
Gemini moon.
got
Gemini
a
moon.
Gemini moon.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's the dark side is a mother. Because
Yeah,
cause
some of my older
normally
parents don't understand. Respect ain't gonna be involved.
no. With your silly ass. Show me your receipts, dumbass. I got 9 years worth. Show me yours. I had people from the DOD pay me to actually do research for. Where's your receipts, sir?
Oops.
I can call names just like you. Where you at, Unc? I just showed you the Ice Cube effect, right? Called by one of ours. Okay, Ice Cube had no idea about what he just did, right? He went on a show, put his stuff out there, and Dr. Neil caught it. He said, what he said, they planted a flag. Black men planted a flag that day of independence.
Mm-hmm.
Political independence that day has not changed since. It's only gotten worse. Stacey
And
Abrams, Stacey Abrams found that out during her election. Found out, hey, nah, heifer, you got to come down here and talk to us. Well, I'm not offering anything. Well, you got to offer something. Why should we vote for you? Well, I'm black. I'm a black female. Doesn't work that way.
and Vivica Fox tell you what the sisterhood thinks. They think they're a whole separate group from black people.
They did. They always have, man. That's the problem. You know, they always have. And I played.
But then you hear people like, "Why can't we come together?" Like, well, for one thing, black women think they're separate from black people. What do you want us to do? And they have the children. Unfortunately,
like Doc said, it was always, and that's why the contract. Go back and look at the contract. I should have played it. I don't have time to play it about the contract video, right? We had shared fates, and like he said, our union was never easy, but it was a shared fate. And
yeah, we were forced together.
The shared fate ended with the death of Dr. Martin Luther King. We no longer have a shared fate. Because guess what? White liberal women said we can give you a slice of the pie. Just control him. If you let us have this, we'll give you that. And they can, and what it's up to you. If you want to vote blue because that's what you believe in, God bless you. I'm not telling you who to vote for. You can vote blue, you can
Neither am
vote
I.
red, or independent. I'm probably gonna vote for Cornel West because he's independent, just because,
Yep.
just because.
Yeah, I've always said shout out to Cornel West. He gave me a real third option this time
Scorpio,
around.
Sun, Taurus, Moon. Yeah, well, actually, Scorpio, Sun, Taurus, Moon is not bad. It's not bad. That means you're a party guy and you love to party. That's what it means. Where's the notorious Unk? Psst, punk. You know, when I paid attention, punk. Bring your ass back.
What is he in the back?
I get. No, he ain't back. He ain't got no place. He ain't got no words.
Oh, okay.
Because most people think I'm gonna be a gentleman because I have a standard to uphold. Yeah, well, I did.
I look. I've been around
Cancer
enough.
ascendant, Virgo moon, Scorpio
Mhm.
sun. Well, you're going. If you guys want Miss Cleo, then you're gonna have to come to. You have to come to my
Patreon.
Patreon because I used to just give it away for nothing. Okay, just because it was kind of fun to do, and so you guys could actually learn. But things, go pay for it. It's only $1 to be a patron. Shit, it's not a lot. Anyway. BGS, how can black men believe they're separate demographic? You feel they can dictate to black men who they can date and marry because they have always run the black community. They tell you that they think they own you. Okay,
Yep.
I own you, nigga. They still do.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
go
don't
ahead.
forget it's don't forget you get it's always Jermaine's fault too.
It's always Jermaine's fault.
I'm sorry. I love
Any,
that. It's Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault.
let,
I'm
let me
done.
let
Go
me see
ahead,
if I
man.
got anybody to thank real quick before we go. Rashad, thank you. Salty Balls, as always, thank you.
I
Trail,
love that
thank
name,
you.
Salty Balls.
Salty Balls. LA guy too, man. James, thank you. Okay. Appreciate you guys. Uh, and brother, truth be told, appreciate you. So, but that's all I have to thank. I just wanted one. I want to get off my chest too. Like AB knows in the background, there's people that have been harping this stuff about this political stuff. Normally, I don't talk about domestic politics because guess what? People get emotional about it, and for
Yep.
9 times out of 10, the stuff they talk about has no meaning to it whatsoever. The real politics, the real issues are always covered up. I could care less about the horse race. I could care less about what somebody said or their posturing or something like that. You know, I really don't care. I hear the candidate talk. I hear his message. I hear his vibe. I can say he's got traction, just like Barack Obama. Okay, I've been looking at these people for a very long time, right? Barack
Mm-hmm.
Obama. The thing that I knew Barack Obama would win, it was in 2007. 2007 he was actually in Iowa. Okay, and I saw Michelle Obama actually at the Iowa meeting, and a little white women were walking up and hugging her. I said, "The man's gonna win.
Mm-hmm.
The man's gonna win." I knew right then. I said, "He's your next president. He's your next president." And
Oh
guess what
yeah,
he was?
I told you I went to one of his rallies, and the white folks there were far more excited than we were, and he won Indiana that year in 2008.
I could tell. I said he's going to win. That's like when when I know Trump would actually win is when basically Jeb Bush quit. I said it's over. I said it's over. He's going to win. I knew he was going to win. Why? Because Hillary could not be elected. If you want to know about that, go the unelectable Hillary Clinton is still in my archives from 2016. Actually broke down the whole thing.
Oh really? Okay,
Yes.
I got to look for that.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to unlock it. I had forgotten all about it, but it's actually there. I knew that she could not win. That's why I knew Trump would actually win.
And
Okay.
that's why they're trying to keep him from running now.
And when I knew that Biden would win this year, though people pissed off at me because I thought Trump had it hands down, right, with the people running until what?
Well, COVID.
COVID. He lost
Only
because of
reason.
COVID. It's the only reason.
And there's a chance he probably could have won if he could have got that stimulus check
If he
passed.
could have got that last bill passed, and I knew the Democrats weren't going to let him pass. Okay. Yeah, but if you want to know why Hillary couldn't be elected, that is definitely a Patreon because these neoliberals
Oh
are
yeah,
really
it's
sensitive right now. They're real sensitive right now. Anyhow,
yeah, we can have it on the tooth right now.
Anyhow, you got about 4 minutes before. Oh, thank you, AB. Appreciate you.
Sure, no problem.
Got 4 minutes before Gigi, if he's actually doing a whole purple pill table with May the Troll, okay? So you want to hear a whole gynocrat go against a PhD, a red pill PhD?
Oh, let me get my popcorn ready.
Get your popcorn, man, because I'm gonna have my life. I might have to take a drink for this one, man. I might have to break out the tequila. Let me go get some root beer, and not root beer, but some ginger ale to go with my tequila, man. So I might have to have a little bit to actually listen to this kind of crap. But anyway, y'all, appreciate you. I guess y'all didn't want to come up on this one, and
peace out.
Whoop at least one ass a week. In fact, I have no idea what I'm gonna do tomorrow, so I'll figure it out. Unless you guys got suggestions that you all want to hear something. But until then, man, I'll check you guys tomorrow. Head it over to Gigi's. Put the link in the chat one more time. And that's where I'm gonna be. I'll be in the chat over there. So I will holler at y'all later. It should be pretty good, man. I got for watching. Hey, y'all, if y'all want some fireworks, y'all want to hear some, some purple pill mess. May got plenty of it. If y'all want to be entertained, I guarantee it's gonna be entertaining. Right? Go over there right now. Hit the link. Do me a favor. If you don't even stay, go hit a like. Okay? Hit the brother with a like, and then you can bounce. All right? Peace out. Call out Unc tomorrow. Unc ain't coming in, man. Unc bounced as soon as I talked about this dumbass, man. Silly rabbit. Talk about Toto. See, that's a Toto. I'm gonna start calling. I'm actually start calling these little, what you call it, lap dogs, Toto, man. In fact, let me see. I'm gonna see if I can find a black Dorothy with a black Toto, man. Start calling these little niggas Toto. All right, folks. Peace out.